19th-century drama, the Romantic period and the Victorian period. In this video, we will have a brief introduction about the 19th-century drama. The 19th century consists of two periods, the Romantic period, the Victorian period. The Romantic period is the first half of the 19th century, while the Victorian period is the second half of the 19th century. The Romantic period started from the late 18th century until the first half of the 19th century. The Victorian period coincides with the reign of Queen Victoria from 1837 until 1901, 1837 to 1901. So, the whole Victorian period lasted from 1837 until 1901. We will talk about the form of the plays in both periods, the Romantic and the Victorian. We will do some kind of comparison between them. Now we are going to start with the Romantic period. The form of the plays in the Romantic period. Most of the plays in the Romantic period were written in verse, in poetic language. What is the opposite of verse? It is prose. Examples of the plays in the Romantic period are verse drama, poetic drama, and something called the closet drama. What do we mean by closet drama? The closet drama is something like private drama. The closet drama is a play that was not intended to be published or performed on stage, but rather in a small group. This is why it is called closet drama. This is an example of the plays in the Romantic period. The content of plays in the Romantic period. Mostly they were about emotional and individual experiences. Even the poetry in the Romantic period was about nature, emotions, and individual experiences. Now we have the Victorian period. The plays in the Victorian period were quite different in both the form and the content. If we talk about the form of this period, we will see that the plays were written in prose. Example of the plays in the Victorian period, we have comedies, melodramas, and something called the well-made plays. Now I am going to talk about each one of them briefly. First, comedies. They are the plays which have happy endings, mostly end in marriage. Melodramas. Melo means music, but melodramas are plays in which the characters' emotions are exaggerated. The well-made play. It is the most important form. The well-made plays are the plays which follow the structure of the plot. The structure of the plot. We have introduction or exposition, rising action, falling action, and then resolution. Another form of the Victorian period is called also the realistic play, or sometimes it is called the problem play. They are plays which talk about social problems and real-life problems. The play is about everything problems. For example, A Doll's House is about marriage. Some plays were about women issues, the poor, the orphans, and the relationship between, for example, the parents and the children. The plays reflect society, the social problems, and political problem. So, they are called realistic play because it reflects reality, it reflects issues that happen in everyday life. We will see this in A Doll's House, but Arms and the Man is a comedy. A Doll's House is a realistic play. The content of the plays in the Victorian period. The plays in the Victorian period were mostly about social problems. Here we have examples of playwrights in both periods. In the Romantic period, we have Lord Byron and Shelley. In the Victorian period, we have many playwrights, such as Henrik Ibsen, a Norwegian playwright, George Bernard Shaw, an Irish playwright, Oscar Wilde, the Irish playwright, Anton Chekhov, a Russian playwright, August Strindberg, a Swedish playwright. Please, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel.